A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by an endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtain.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she had. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
No! Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. It's not good to talk about the curse.
Wow. Void raves. You have new...
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I've... Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different...
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid. My voice is trained to perfection by true sales professionals. Too much money, even. Perhaps I should have bought some wards instead. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one.
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't. If you promise, good officer, then you might... Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the end. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. You see a set of tattered curtains. You see a dimly lit room full.
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's...
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them. Right, now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and equip it in a held slot to continue.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of translucent Welkins. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara the Haldor, the Twarg, the human.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one had... Just look at those details. So much...
The photo entire you see, albeit dark and color, a pinned postcard reads, "This is..." It looks a bit like Minimi stands for A. As time goes,
Looks like they didn't make it.
a note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard said, "This, it looks at Mini-Me, stands for a mini-meeting." It's part your eyes glide over the handwriting. The full text reads, "This appears to be
The radio computer. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like it's empty, like a...
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying radio frequencies unclear. It looks like a card. You think so? The web is someone very, the leader of a massive, a conductor for the hunt. Whoever decides to call in a list of names under the stations. There's no way a little basement studio working.
My God. It says the schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing. It's just...
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper through call-in stations. None of the... Then there's the Game Master frequent, not to mine...
Not in Revachol West.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. Indeed, though...
Super cool. Someone...
No idea. They stopped filling out the skit. Indeed, it's ambitious and... yes, especially... Okay, let's keep moving.